making a hearty vegetable soup. This is Allison.
Hello. So today our ingredients that we're going to put into our soup, we're going to add some potatoes, some diced tomatoes, spinach, chicken broth, frozen vegetable medley, and I'm going to add a little bit of rotisserie chicken, and I don't remember if I said spinach or not, but also spinach.
All right, y'all, we're getting started. This is how we wash our potatoes. Wash our potatoes, wash our potatoes. This is how we wash our potatoes. On this Wednesday morning. Just thought I'd throw that in.
Alright. Finally got all of our potatoes out of our bag. So just going to rinse them off. Alright, so now that we have our potatoes washed, we're going to just slice them. And this is what they look like, half, but if that's a little big, you can also just go on and quarter them like that. So we'll probably end up just quartering ours. And when they cook down, they'll get soft and tendery, and so it'll be easy bite-sized pieces for you to have in your soup.
All right, thank you. These are your potatoes, guys. All right, this is what the potatoes look like, all cut up in the pan.
So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna pour our chicken broth on the top of our potatoes. And we're gonna start our stove and bring this all to a boil. So we're gonna wait for that to boil, and then after that, we're gonna put our seasonings into it.
All right, well, thank you, Miss Allison. We'll be back.
Yep. All right, so next we're gonna do, our potatoes have come to a boil, so I reduced the heat so that they can simmer. And now we're going to add in our seasonings. So we're gonna do half a tablespoon of black pepper. We're going to do a tablespoon of oregano. One tablespoon of garlic powder. And lastly, 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And we're seasoning at the beginning, and so towards the end, if you taste it and it's not as seasoned to your liking, then you can always add more pepper or more seasonings little by little. So now we're just going to stir this in and then let it all simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes and then add in the remaining of our ingredients. While we are waiting for our potatoes to finish simmering, we can go on and take our rotisserie chicken, and we're going to just slice that up just a little bit so we can add that in with our vegetables when we put that in. So we're just going to make it into tiny pieces, easy for us to just chew while we're eating our soup. Because this chicken is already pre-cooked, it doesn't have to go in as long as it would if it were uncooked. So that's why we're just gonna go on and toss it in when we toss in our vegetables. Now that our potatoes have been simmering for a little bit, we're going to go on and add in our diced tomatoes. We're going to stir that in. And then with this, we're going to add in our chicken as well. And then this will just simmer again for another 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so we've got our tomatoes in there, so now we're going to just pour in some of our chicken. Okay, and we're just going to let that cook for a little bit as well, and then the last step is we're just going to add in all of our vegetables. Alright, so our soup is almost ready. One of the last few steps we're going to do is just add in our mixed vegetables, and you don't have to thaw them or anything, you can just go on and put them in. so we'll start with 1 bag, and then we don't want to overcrowd our soup. So if 1 bag doesn't seem like enough, you can always add more. We're just gonna let this stir in and then let that simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then the last 2 we'll add in our spinach. All right, and so the last thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna take a handful of our spinach and put that in there. Use probably about half a bag, 2 cups of that, and then stir it in and let that simmer down and cook, and then that's it. All right, everything is done, and then this is our final soup product. So we added in our spinach, and everything has been cooked down. Our potatoes are tender. We decided to go on and put some sourdough bread in the oven just to have it as a side with our soup. Other than that, this only costs $22 for everything, and yeah, you can use as little or as many vegetables as you want. You can do what we did and use rotisserie chicken or another type of meat, or since this is a hearty vegetable soup, if you want to omit the meat completely, you could do that as well, and you'll still be pretty full. So this is it, and we hope you guys enjoy.